Boom shakalaka. What's going on, everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love, and I am joined today by Ricky Wu, the CEO of ihouse, also IHT token. What's going on, Ricky?
Yeah, hi. Yeah, good to see you. Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad to be here and I'm glad to talk with you and to discuss more about our like ihouse.com and also ihouse token HT. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day. Now we've got a good amount to cover, but I did just want to first congratulate you. I've seen you've won a few awards recently. So the
Yeah, thank
Hunting
you.
Blockchain Innovator Award, congratulations on that.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, and then also, being backed by Neo Global Capital and Draper Dragon, that's no small achievement on its own. So yeah, congratulations on that as well.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
That must have been an exciting day, huh?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's a very exciting journey last few months, and definitely we need to also work hard because yeah, many expectation from our community and also our friends, right? Yeah.
hmm Wonderful.
Mm.
Well, before we get into ihouse, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So personally, I'm a from a engineering background. So I graduated like many years ago. Okay, so in Hong Kong, and then I joined Yahoo Hong Kong uh, to take care of the search engine monetization of Hong Kong and also regional business. So we cover Hong Kong and Taiwan, Japan, China, and also US. So yeah, that's what I did like 12 years ago. And then after the work in Yahoo, I start my own business. I have established a digital advertising platform called iClick, ICLK. Okay, so the short form. So iClick is a digital advertising platform which like one of the largest now in the Greater China area. So I am the co-founder of iClick, and also I'm still to care their strategies right now, so that if they would like to have some new business development, they will also consult my opinion. Yeah, so that I'm suggesting them to move into blockchain native. So regarding iClick, we have like 4 rounds of fundraising. We totally raised like 100 million US from 2009 to like last year. So that, and then we get listed in Nasdaq 6 months ago. Yeah, and then so yeah, this is a very complete journey for my first startup. And then yeah, but actually I have explored like 2 years ago regarding the sharing real estate field. So that for example, like sharing real estate projects like apartments, co-living space, and for example, like roommates app whatsoever. So we have involved in several projects there. So, but after all, we found that like crowdfunding with blockchain in USD is a amazing fit the blockchain's characteristics, because we can actually split the user rights by smart contract, and also we can do crowdfunding. Like just like fundraising there, like ICO, through the smart contract, and also we can have the community to build the marketing and community of the real estate projects. So we established a project called ihouse.com, which focus on building the global real estate blockchain cloud platform. And then we launched the ihouse token in January this year. So we closed the fundraising this January, so like 5 months ago. And then with the investment with Draper Dragon, and just like you said, DFJ, and also Neo Global Capital, and also Danhua Capital, and also Blockchain Ventures, Backwater, whatsoever, all our tier ones crypto fundings. Okay, so and then we got this to the exchange in March, yeah, the 1st of March. So that, and yeah, we are going quite fast actually. And then we have launched already 2 products in our platform. So 2 projects, okay. So our product is called ATO, which I will explain a little bit more later. And then we have already established in Japan and also in Philippines. Yeah.
Wonderful. So
Yeah.
before we get deeper into ihouse, I'm just curious. You did an IPO and an ICO. Which one did you like better?
Of course, ICO. Yeah, like I told you, IPO is like very, very, like very tired. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so lots of regulation, and then it takes a long, very, very long time because you actually need to have like series A, B, C, D round for the fundraising, and then you need to go to IPO. That means you need to do the public filing. You need to do a lot of due diligence whatsoever. But ICO is much easier for start. But of course, after we start, the community has a lot of expectations, so that we need to fill what we have said before. For example, in the white paper, in our website, in our social media, what we have announced, what we have told the community, you need to fulfill the commitment, right? So that we are working hard to do the commitment right now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. All right. So I guess now tell us about ihouse, what it is, how it works, who's involved, everything.
Yeah, sure. So ihouse is a global real estate blockchain platform. So very simple. We combine blockchain and real estate together. So we are trying to do the fundraising, marketing, and also operation through the blockchain characteristics, including the liquidity by the smart contract, the crowdfunding characteristics, and also you have the community there. And also, with blockchain's help, it's traceable, transparent, non-changeable, and then full liquidity. Yeah, so that we are building this platform with the help of blockchain. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. And so, in doing so, you've developed ATOs or asset tokenized offerings.
Yes.
Can you go over
so
a bit?
ATO is our core product. Okay, so the exact product name is called ihouse ATO because we think that ATO is a generic term just like ICO, but we call it ihouse ATO right now because we have a specific product for that. So we are tokenizing the utility right of the real estate assets. So the way we do is that we tokenize the future usage right by utility token, and then we raise money through this by projects with each project a new utility token, and then we help real estate developers or asset owner to do the fundraising, and then we issue the token, and then we will also launch the secondary market for the token owners and also the investors to trade in our secondary market. So that will be launched in the second half this year. So this ATO is just compared to ICO, it's more a comparison product, but with more higher standard because you need to have a assets or a real estate project first at least, so that, and then we also expect the assets owner to come to us, and then we will manage them so that we help them to manage this project. Yeah, so that so for whatever reason they come to us, so that we have a lot of due diligence and then workflow to quality track this project before they comes into our platform. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now it seems like initially it's going to be large companies or developers working with these ATOs, but potentially in the future, someone like myself could get involved in them. Is that how it's going to be working?
Yeah. That's our plan. Actually, we now start with medium-sized developers first because they are very willing to start with fundraising and also partnership with us. Yeah, but in the future, we will allow more individual players like you guys, to join this game because we will be more open platform in the future. So right now, we still need to get involved a lot because we think that this concept is new. We need to execute step by step. But in the future, if we have enough resources, and then the product is going to a platform base, so that we release to a individual or a small developers modules, so that to facilitate you to fundraise in our platform with the investors there. So this is the first step we are doing. Yeah.
Okay. And then so in the development of your platform, initially there's IHT 1.0, which is the protocol as a service, 2.0 blockchain as a service. Where are you, and what kind of time frame do you see for progressing along that path?
I think we have already 80% in our 1.0 because we have, of course, we need to modify a little bit more and then to make it more user friendly and then more easy to start regarding the fundraising and then more like smart contract to handle the money. I mean the crowdfunding features. Okay, so but after that we will move to this 2.0. Which is in the second half of this year, and then we will launch with some more modules that we can help third-party developers or real estate developers to raise money from our platform. And then, but we will serve as the technology provider. But not but not having the whole journey there. So that we will accept more partners to join us, and then so that to do the collaboration in our platform. Okay, so this is the second step we are doing. And then the 3.0, just like we said in our white paper, so we will launch the like the financial exchange, and also like, for example, we are considering if we can have a public chain in our platform. So that so that's a way we are doing, and then we are going to disclose more about our product roadmap in the next few months. So to facilitate the future growth of our project.
Okay. And is it true you're running on both a Neo and Ethereum blockchain?
Oh, right now, no. We just run on Ethereum right now. So Neo is our investors, but we are still considering. So where we should run our like smart contract, and also build a back end. Okay. But right now, the good news is that because Ethereum is very user-friendly and also many players can accept that. So it's quite easy right now for us to say, oh, hey, you can use Ethereum to just invest or develop on Ethereum on like ERC 20 or ERC 223. Okay, so but in the future, if we find that, for example, some public chain is getting more popular, and then they facilitate us to help on the fundraising and also the smart contract development, so that we will consider using other public chains like Neo.
Okay. In your white paper, you mentioned that the global housing market is a $270 trillion market, which is enormous. So,
fantastic.
Yeah, that's a wonderful. So do you see ihouse helping that market kind of come into cryptocurrencies?
Of course, we can help all. Otherwise,
although we'd like to, you know.
Okay. Okay. So we are now dealing with different partners and parties, and so we would like to start from building small, just like building a house. You can't just build a rooftop and then you don't build a base, right? So that we build a base right now first, and then we allow the new real estate developers and then also the assets owner to help to join this party. So in the future, we are now also working with some big partners. So for example, one of our partners working is they have the security exchange license. So that if they work with us, definitely they can issue a security token in their exchange. So that because right now we are still a utility token base. So we tokenize the usage and the utility rights right now. But in the future, maybe we can have a security token version in the long run. So I don't know, but I can't tell right now. But I think it's in progress, so that we can enhance more and more assets to join our platform, to facilitate in their financial list.
That's really interesting that you've got an eye out for the future, just in case the whole security token thing ends up working out in the future.
Because right now we are still a utility token, and our setup is totally utility. But I do see a trend that in US, many people is discussing regarding security token. So that we have already started the discussion there. So that if we can have some breakthrough there, so that we can definitely have a more legitimate and also even larger market for our platform. So but it's like the future, maybe like 6 months. After 6 months later, we may launch this version, but in the in the short period of future, so that we still focus on our roadmap right now.
Okay. Now, I saw on your website you have 2 timeshares now.
2 timeshares.
Can you tell us about those?
7 timeshares by token. right now. So each token refers to each hotel's rooms utility right. So it is totally concept is just like timeshare. So yeah, so we have already launched the first project in Japan, Karisara, and then the second one in Philippines, Palawan Island. So that the third one maybe still in Japan, yeah, because we have a good connection in Japan right now. And then next month we are targeting to have our first like US or like North America based ATO. So we are working hard on that right now. But of course, because there's many legal issues to check with, so that we are still working out some details. Yeah. So but the annual targets, we are target to launch like 15 to 20 projects in our platform. So it's like we are still have a lot, many work to do right now. Yeah. That's why maybe you see I'm traveling, yeah, in hotel right now. Yeah.
Yeah, very busy. So is it correct to think of an ATO as a timeshare, or is there more to it than just a timeshare alone?
Okay, so timeshare is actually I think it's a very smart way for the like hotel developers or the asset owner to pre-sell their future utility right to end users. So after we are knowing that the timeshares model, we found that it works perfectly in like token structure, because it's not related to share, it's related to the future utility right, and then it's just like a commodity there. So that, but we can enable like the asset owner or the issuer to trade in the secondary markets, or the investors to trade in the secondary markets. Yeah, so that is for example, it's a simply description is just like a timeshare token that can be traded in secondary markets. So I think it's very easy to understand if in this description. And so that the token, the ATO token owner, they can use the token to live in a hotel or the hostels in the future, or they can trade in the secondary market, or if they want the operator to redeem their like the token, so that the operator need to provide such kind of redemption. I mean, like redeem services. Okay, so that's why people will buy this ATO token. So that the setup of ATO and also IHT is also is all utility. For IHT, actually, let me describe a little bit more on IHT usage, because we are using IHT as the transaction payment in our platform, and also as a marketing tool. For example, just like providing airdrop for the ATO assets owner, from the ATO assets owner to the ATO investors. Yeah, so just like exchange right now, crypto exchange, they have their we call platform token, yeah, to facilitate the transaction cost and also the marketing fee there. So the total service are very similar to that. Yeah.
And you've also got a program to, I guess, incentivize people to hold on to programs, the iHodl program.
Which program, sorry?
iHodl.
ihouse?
HODL.
Oh, okay, yeah. So iHodl is actually a program that we are trying to reward our community members, that if they hold certain amount of IHT for like a long period, for example, 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months, we will reward part of bonus to them. Yeah, so that's for the details, you can check with the website that this iHodl program, how it works. And then so basically it's a membership reward program for IHT. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, because that way you can just invest in it and get rewarded for it.
Exactly. So all are controlled by a smart contract. Yeah.
Wonderful. So what have you got coming up on your roadmap, or what updates do you have to talk about?
Yeah, we like the roadmap. Just like I mentioned, for the first half, we are still in the like 1.0 version, so it's more likely to be a D app, so that we facilitate the assets owner to raise money through our fundraising platform. So that's all for our first half. For the second half, we will actually add more product there, so that we will have we call the self-run Yeah, so we call maybe say direct sales, or we will have a channel. So that channel business is like we will facilitate the developers to raise money for our platform, but the details will be organized by themselves. Yeah, so that this is like the second module we will go into, and then we will also launch our financial exchange that can trade with the utility token there. And then we will also have our planning to if we can have a public chain in our platform, so that we are considering all these kind of features right now, so that we will have a more detailed announcement in the future that what's our roadmap for the next 6 to 12 months. Yeah.
Great. Well, I mean, it sounds like you got a really great platform coming out, and you've got an awesome position in a very large market, which is very exciting. So
yeah. Thank you.
Anything else that you'd like to discuss on the interview today?
I think maybe it's my team and the next step, because we have actually a strong founding team, because personally I'm from Yahoo, and my first found company has already listed in NASDAQ. I think it's a like small achievement for myself. Yeah, of course we need a target for a higher growth, right? And then we also have my CTO from Microsoft, and also he works as a top management in a very great Chinese-based company called Xiaomi. Xiaomi is like one of the largest mobile phone operator right now, and then getting IPO in Hong Kong. And so we also have our team from Baidu, and like Morgan Stanley and Deloitte. Yeah, so that we have a lot of different components here, in internet, financial, and also real estate. And we are glad to also announce we have a few more advisors joining us. One is Adam. Adam is joining us, which we already list in our website. One more is Bice. Yeah, so he's also a very experienced strategy, our chief strategy officers that based in US. Yeah, so all of these talents joining us is very senior, and also they are very experienced in all both property, financial, or internet, or blockchain or crypto related experience. So that I'm really glad to have our team here, and we are now this month we are targeting to launch a few more exchange. Yeah, so that we are working hard still on the listing to exchange, so that we'll list in, for example, like including US, Korean, and Southeast Asia's exchange. We are talking to several of them and target to list in the next like a few weeks or few months. Yeah, so we are working really hard on such kind of execution. Yeah.
Awesome. Everybody loves the exchange listings.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned the team, because I forgot to bring that up. You have a very strong team there as well. So I just wanted to thank you very much for the interview. Before you go, for anybody who wants to find out more information about ihouse, or may want to become part of the community, how can they go ahead and do that?
Yeah, sure. You can go to like i-house.com or ihtcon.com. Yeah, or you can join our Telegram. Yeah, for example, it's like t.me/ihtcon. Okay, so that's our Telegram group. Yeah, and you can also follow our like Twitter or Facebook. Yeah.
Great. Well, thanks very much, Richie. I appreciate you taking time out of your day.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, so good to see you. Have a good time.
Bye-bye.
Have a good time. Yeah.